All right, we are back. Call 38, which is absolutely insane. Another community call. Today, we're in the middle of Gap Cash. So all we're doing is sourcing for Gap Cash. Obviously, if you have Gap Cash, it is a crazy time. And if you don't have Gap Cash, it's also still a crazy time because the coupons are stacking. Gap is smart. They're putting out discounts for everybody. So there is plenty to eat. So we're going to get started. I created a master class on Gap Cash. So if you know nothing about it, you can watch it. It's like 29 minutes. There were a couple people in the session, so they asked questions while we were there. So it should be pretty good information. It's in the notes for this call, and it's also located in the master community call post on School. So you can check that out. Today, we'll just run through the leads that we got from yesterday that we didn't get to, which is a ton. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do something a little bit different as far as the sourcing. The way I set up the keep a feed. I got to figure out which filters I want to use, but we'll do something different tomorrow, so it won't look like this. Regardless of how far we get on this list, obviously this list will be here, so you can go ahead and check it out whenever you want. So whatever we find good or don't, and even things that we don't look at, feel free to come back. You'll have access to this sheet for as long as you want. And I think with that, let's see what we have. Give me 1 second here and pull up Amazon. Let's see what we got. There's a couple of you on this call. Feel free. I think people must be at work or something. There's nobody's talking. So feel free to drop your questions if you have any or comments in the chat. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I see a couple of different items that are like either the same or like different colors. I might skip through these just to see, to get to more items, but we'll see how it goes. Where is it? Yeah, $37, extra small. Huh. I don't even, let me just check. I don't even care about any information on this. Extra small. Oh, yeah, of course. So I don't know that I've ever. Yeah, I did buy extra small. I think, okay, yeah, there's extra small, but this is sold out. So this is one of those things you could look for in store. I generally don't recommend looking for stuff in store because you're not going to be able to manufacture as much margin, but it is Gap Cash. So if you have Gap Cash, it could work. Actually, matter of fact, I'm lying. So if you have Gap Cash, you can source this stuff in store because that's going to be the most discount you're going to get. Only thing you won't be able to get is cash back. But otherwise, it should be all good. So anything that we find that's out of stock that we also see is good, that is something that you can go ahead and try and find in store if you want, if you have Gap Cash. Which reminds me, now I need to go back to the listings from yesterday. We found a couple that were out of stock that might be good. So there might be some options there because I do have Gap Cash. I have a lot of Gap Cash and I need to spend it. So we'll see how it goes. All right. So this is, let me just get a sense of how much this costs from, see, that's the other thing. This is 41. Just see if I can find an average listing here. All right. So most of these are $34.99. Okay, so let me just see how much this costs if it was $34.99, assuming that this out of stock item that we're looking for would be $34.95. Let's see. Let's see what we're looking at here. All right. All right, so 174. So like I said, we're going to run coupons on this first setup and then not do it anymore because we're already going to know what the max discount is. Doing this, we do know that 2 coupons are stacking right now. All yours and GF bonus. But from time to time, different things work and different things stack. I'm not going to do it now, but sometimes there'll be a glitch and you can stack on Gap Cash, which Gap Cash should only be by itself at 40%. And then sometimes you'll be able to stack coupons that you normally wouldn't be able to stack. So that's what I'm looking for now. If I do find that Gap Cash is stacking, and it shouldn't be, I'll report it in school. I have an overall post that talks about Gap Cash. I've been making notes in there as I found new things. So you can look at that if you want more information. Actually, here, you know what? Let me, because I don't think it's in the notes. Let me just add that to the notes so it's available for you if you want to see it. Just go find it. Manny's here.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Here. What's up, Manny?
First time on here. Thank you very much for the
first time ever.
Allowing me on here, man.
First time ever.
Yeah, I'm new to the whole program, so.
Oh snap, man! I wish I had champagne.
You and me both, man. You and me both.
All right, so all right, so I'm adding something to the notes here. Gap Cash master post. All right, so this is in school. So if you want to just, I'm just providing updates on coupons, so you know how to save the most money, and that's what this post is right here. Real quick for you, Manny, it's the first time on this call. So my name is Omar. They call me the Gap King. I've been doing these community calls since, I don't know, sometime in the summer. Started as a 7-day challenge, and we just kept doing it because everybody loved them. So super casual. Sometimes we're sourcing. Last night, sometimes we have guest speakers who come on and talk about specific topics, networking. We were talking about scaling last night, getting capital for your business. It's all over the place, but effectively it's just set up for people to be able to learn outside of the school community and about the topics that interest them. There's also a survey. I didn't mention this earlier. I haven't mentioned this ever, I don't think. There's a survey in that notes document. So if there's a topic that you want to talk about, just drop it in a survey. I think it's just one question. Just ask you what you want to talk about. And right, I'm just sourcing right now. Absolutely. And we're going through this lead list that I didn't finish on yesterday's call. Feel free to chime in, ask questions, whatever you want, especially since you're new. But I'm not spending a ton of time on these listings. Like, I'm not going to go through like all of the data and all the different points that I might look at normally. I'm really just quickly checking to see who's on it, quickly checking to see how much margin there is. And that's effectively it. Sometimes I'll stop and say, oh, something looks weird. Let me look at the chart. But generally, that's going to be it. Simple. The system is simple. It's either red, yellow, or green. Green, I'm buying. And so, if you see something that you're interested in buying, go in there, check out the listing again, do your due diligence, and buy it if you want. And I think that's effectively it. So you're caught up on the community calls. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just right now on this first listing. I'm running through the coupon set. Now, I do have the maximum stack right now in that Gap Cash post, which is all yours, 20%, GF bonus, 10% on one item that's the most expensive in your cart, and then GF ship for free shipping. But sometimes things stack differently. And so I'm always trying to figure that out. Every day I shop to get the maximum discount. It's probably not going to change because I actually just spent like a couple $100 earlier and the stack didn't change, but we'll see. So that's it anyway.
All right. Thank you.
Let me know if you have questions.
Thank you.
All right. So coupons, let's see what's what. All right. So these guys aren't talking about anything new. Also, if like I have a ton of coupon extensions, gift card sites, cash back. If you haven't set up your whole stack yet and you're curious, there's a link in the notes document to everything that I use, from repricers to coupon extensions, et cetera, et cetera. So you can go in there and find that post where everything is listed. Use what you like, but that's all the stuff that I use. FYI. Wait, where did it go? Where'd you go? Just capital one. Here we go. So this part is boring as hell. How's it going, man? Any issues you're facing right now we could talk about while I'm trying to run through these coupons?
Well, I'm brand new. I've been doing it. I can't say I'm brand new. I've been doing it for 2 months, but I haven't really done too much.
Okay.
I thought the whole on-game process was going to be simple. So when I first signed up for my account, Target was having a huge sale on Crayolas. So I bought, the requirement was 400 units, and I bought 420 units, thinking they were just going to fly. And I'm still gated. So I don't know if I'm just going to, I've been thinking about just selling it on eBay or just saving it for next year. I'll probably do a mix of both. Like whatever I can sell on eBay right now, I'll do that. But it's kind of like those things where I was thinking like, oh, this will be easy. I could do this, and it hasn't occurred. So now I'm just kind of focusing on the things that I can sell, because as a new person, I'm getting in everything. So
yeah, and don't, I mean it's cool, but definitely change your minds. You absolutely are ungated in a lot of stuff. Auto, there's plenty for you to sell. Like, don't worry, Crayola, screw that. Like, if you're going to keep it, like, consider opening a Walmart account. eBay is going to be good too. Walmart's easy. Almost everything's ungated. They're getting a little bit tighter now, but you should probably be able to sell Crayola on Walmart. So that's another option for you. I don't know where you're at in the return stage, but you could always send it back.
I'm way beyond that. I bought this stuff back in like first week of July, so I'm way beyond that.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
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 But yeah, I mean, that's just a beginner mistakes that I guess some of us make. So
yeah, and I mean, I would say, like, for me, what I would tell you is, I would spend a lot of time just trying to meet people, and that's going to be super helpful, because what you'll do is you'll eliminate a billion mistakes, because you know people who are experienced, whether it's even just a month ahead of you, that can help you avoid some of the mistakes that you might be making now. There's going to be nothing greater that you can do other than networking and having a good group of people around you. That's 100%.
I keep hearing that.
Yeah, and you'll never convince me of anything else. It's an absolute game changer. I know Miles talks about it a lot, and so you'll hear it from him. But I'll tell you, the same thing is true for me in the stuff that I'm doing. So I would spend a lot of time focused on that, and especially because it's so easy in this community. Like, everybody's open to talk. Well, almost everybody, I would assume, but you can talk. Like the guy that was on last night, he's doing 100,000 a month, and he had an hour call with me when I was just getting started. Didn't know me from a can of paint. Never talked to him.
Nice.
And to be able to talk to somebody that's doing $1 million in revenue, you can't find that in any other place, any other business. But here it's just the normal. So.
Yeah, a lot of people gatekeep, but I've noticed that a lot of people are very helpful, especially like even in the Discord community. There's always people like throwing out advice and everything. So that's a really cool part.
Wait, did you say a lot of people gatekeep or don't gatekeep?
No, I say a lot of people gatekeep, but in our Discord community, for the roadmap and everything, there's a lot of people just throw out advice, and that's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So what is this? So that's the last one.
I'm trying to pull this up on my laptop.
That do it all right? Yeah, let's do this already. Oh, it's going to do it now. All right, so it looks like this is the same stack that we already have, so that's fine. So just a heads up, I mean, for everybody on the call, really, so if you haven't been here before, there's multiple things in this notes document. So there's notes, right? So there's all these links that will be helpful for you. Also the stack on the coupon, and then this is the lead sheet. This is math. So every item that we look at, I'm going to drop the stuff in here and you're going to be able to look at it. And, you know, depending on how you manage your business, you want it with or without cash back. So that's up to you. And then here are the Gap Cash rules. Here's the Gap Cash formula for earning and redeeming. And it's tracking ROI. There's just different scenarios that you can consider for, you know, how you want to track the ROI with Gap Cash. And then 4-step sourcing for Gap to maximize your ROI. All right, so that's that. So now, so we're set. So this is out of stock. All right, let's see what's next on the menu. So interesting. $15. Oh, this is one dude in stock. All right. Let me see something here. Extra large. All right, we have list off, buddy. Oh, just a note here. So what I have locked in already. So number one, I know the biggest amount of cash back is going to be 4%. So that's already locked in here. So, you know, if you're using cash back, you should use top cash back to get that 4%. This is going to be the highest generally. And then my gift card is at 23% because I got some on sale. You know, you should be able to get 20% off. And if you don't, for some reason, use Arbitrage card and that they have them for 20% off. But if you don't, you can just change this formula. Excuse me. You can change this formula here from 23% to whatever it is you get, and it'll automatically make the change. So, yeah, that was that. All right. So, damn, this is 20. Wow. I'm not even gonna fire on that. Yeah, I would say. I mean, normally I would say that I could get more money from this because this is going to sell out, and this guy is, you know, fairly low on his price, but because we're in Gap Cash, I just don't care to even mess around and trying to fart around with buying stuff that has no margin. Even though I think I can make we can make that good. There's just going to be so much stuff good right now that there's no reason to try and buy something that is somewhat questionable at all, because of how cheap you can get most stuff right now. Some of these prices are just not going to be great, depending on who's on the listing. Now I'm going to come in. Now I would normally just come in here and I would FBA this and get a little bit more money, and knowing that this is the same hoodie as we just looked at. This number is just not going to work. Again, I can assume that we can get more money with FBA, but I'm just not trying to play with a listing that isn't profitable already, because Gap Cash is making these things so good. I mean, that's just my personal perspective. If you know you feel differently, feel free. But that's just like when we've done Gap Cash sessions in the past, we've just been like cleaning up on stuff that's just unbelievably cheap, and that's where we spend our focus, because Gap stuff's always on a sale, so you can always come back and buy something that's almost good or nearly good at some other point. But what we're generally using this time for is to find stuff that's crazy with ROI and attacking that and buying a bunch of it. So just a little bit, excuse me, of my thinking around that. All right, so what I'm gonna do, these are all, so I'm gonna come back to these in a second, but I'm gonna skip through because I wanna look at some other products. 'Cause these, so this one is gonna be the next one that we look at in a minute. Just because of where that buy box is. That's just going to make that really interesting. This one looks like trash. This one's going to be good. See, all these are going to be good because we're going to be able to get these for the right price. And if these are FBM, we're going to get a little bit more on FBA. This is going to be questionable. All right, so let's look at these polos next. See what they look like. Polos. I don't know. $17. Interesting. Oh, there's only one dude on this? Interesting. These sold out. Wait, why is this? Oh, that's Nordica. That's strange. Is this the same? That's not. I don't think it's the same color. What is this? Cambridge blue. This is by Coastal Blue. By Coastal Blue. You guys suck. But let me see something here. Let's see if we can figure this something out. So this is annoying. Damn. Oh wait, what the hell? What the hell? All right, so that's not gonna work. All right, so let me just find another polo. So I wanted to see if I could just figure out how much the polos are gonna cost, just to get a sense of if they're gonna be profitable or not. But they're all different prices, so let's just go to the next one and see if we can find it. All right, this is khaki 125. What the hell is that? So 1788. Just two dudes, huh? Oh, why is it? Why the first thing that comes up is Nautica? Medium cool brown. This stuff out of stock. Wait. Oh, wait. Here's Bainbridge blue right here. What the? Oh, that's weird. All right, hold on. Let me just see if they have khaki real quick. I'm confused. That's strange. Is this not the same listing? It's the same listing. I guess I missed it. All right, so they don't have khaki.
Hey, Omar.
Yeah.
So a quick question. So I noticed that a lot where the pictures, it seems like the item title is the same, but the pictures are different from what's on like the website to what's on, in SellerAmp. So how do you know if you're on the right listing or not? Because I always hesitate because I don't want to buy something that's not the exact same ASIN. So I just skip it.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get better with time, but Gap has multiple models. They wear all the different stuff, so there's going to be different pictures sometimes. But the item is the item, and it's obvious. Yeah. It should be, and if it's not, then skip it, please. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, sorry. It is out of stock. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so that's it. If it's like so. Like for instance, this is a slightly bad example, but I've seen this before, so I'm going to use it. So, oh, why is it doing that now? All right, so I was gonna show you the Nautica site, but it's not coming up now. But the difference, oh, here it is right here. So if you saw that it was the same polo, but one had the Nautica logo and the other one didn't, then obviously it's not the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's generally going to be differences. Like the photos might be different with different models, But as long as, I mean, you check it like, oh, does it have 4 buttons? Does it have a crew neck, collar? Like, you just look for that stuff and you get more comfortable over time. I remember like, oh, like, is this exactly it? And it's like, you kind of got to scour the internet to trying to find the different photos and make sure that they're right. But generally speaking, if they look the same, then it's going to be the right item. Generally.
Yeah. I've always hesitated because I don't want to buy the wrong item. So
yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, so I would say, yeah, I'm with you. So if you're not sure, then don't buy it. I mean, you'd always return it, but yeah, I hate returning anything, so I just generally don't.
Yeah.
So this is actually, oh, come on, is it who the? All right, hold on. Yeah, there's no way that this is gonna work. How is this doing? Interesting. Let me see something here. Oh, yeah, it was. Oh, the number of sellers is up. All right, so it's just I want to at least get one in here. I just want to get a sense of how much these things cost. Oh, all right. So wait, this is only maybe this works. I don't know. What size was that? It was extra large. Oh, of course, sold out. All right. All right. Well, let me just see. I want to see something. So let's call it $20.99. Let me just see how much this ends up coming out to. So we got both on there. This is 82.28, so 823. Huh. What were we trying to get this at? 920. Oh, okay. All right, so $6. So it would work if we found something that was in stock. Okay. All right, so that's good to know. Are any of these in stock? Let me just at least try and find. Oh, let's just try this one because it's going for 34. The stock. Come back and try this later. Yeah, these should all work. Oh, damn, these are all polos? That's annoying. All right. Okay, there's more stuff down here. Okay, all right, okay. All right, so this is going for 34. And just one dude selling it. All right, okay. Felix, what's up, buddy? Of course. Wait, what color is that? Jade stone. Oh, this is great. All this crap is out of stock. Okay, great. Anything else over here is interesting. Now let's try this one real quick. Oops. Of course, out of stock. Khaki, just out of stock. Shark fin. Shark fin. All right, let's see about that. So, not that. Sweat. What does that mean? Shark fin medium. Oh, Amazon is on this? Oh, that's what that is. Yeah, okay, it's only 40%. That's not that big of a deal. Stock. Medium. Mother of Jesus, come on, guys. Like, this is crazy. This is XXL. Ah, we have liftoff. All right. XXL. What are we talking about here? $33. All right. Yeah, we know that's in stock. Just need to get it for $16. Only one guy here. Oh, wait, is that the same? Oh, all right. So then we know that this is good then. So this is the same as that. So 823. Wait, is that right? Let me see something. Are they the same price? Yeah, they are the same price. Okay. So that works. Oh, I completely screwed this up. That's my bad. These numbers aren't right. Sorry. It is my bad. 1646. And it still works. All right, so still good, but not as good. Sorry about that. All right, that makes sense. All right, so I'm actually going to look at this real quick because I'm probably going to look to buy it. 47. Mm. There it is. Maybe. All right. me see here. Blood orange. Interesting. 23 bucks. Of course, out of stock. Awesome. Classic. All right. I sold a bunch of these in my time. That price is low though. 15 bucks. That's going to be interesting. 35, 75. All right, so let's go with that. It's still low. Now you can also, I mean, these are all FBA prices because I don't plan on sending any of this crap out myself. Can give yourself some more space by doing it FBM, so 18. It's a lot easier. Let's see what this looks like. So this is size XL. All right. Let's see what we got. XL, ready to go. Right, beautiful. Let's just go with 5. Let's see what we're talking about. That's 39 bucks. That's not gonna work. Probably not going to work. 5, 156. $31, $35. It's not terrible. It's just not gonna work, so we just skip this. All right, so this actually should work. Buy box is much higher. Run this back to FBA. The FBA, yes, FBA. All right, so 20 bucks, and what we just saw was it was at 22. So it's interesting. How many is this? Let me see something here. This is this extra small. Now I'm looking on it. Now specifically, Manny, I don't know if your Keepa is set up this way, but one thing you might want to consider is you can't. This column is in the chart, but it's probably way over here. But I moved it over here so I can see it. So obviously, with variations, you have all of these sold, which is not accurate to the specific variation you're looking at. But you can also come over here and look at bought in the past 30 days. And this data is coming directly from Amazon. So it's going to be the best estimate you're going to get. And so I was just looking over here to see if we happen to have this for that specific variation. We don't. So all of these we know are selling 50 or more a month. Our variation that we're looking at is not on the list. So you don't have that same confidence that it's going to sell. And for this, I think, yeah, the margin on this is not really, it's just say, just call it 22. It's not going to work. So I wouldn't get it. And then call it almost good. And leave it at that. Oh, I mean, dude, is what I've never heard this color before. That's crazy. Oh, okay. I guess I've seen it. I just never heard the color before. All right, so 39. It's another one of these guys are killing me. Oh, you know what? Actually, I just realized this, and it's okay too, because I'd rather do it this way. Well, let me see something. Do Manny, you probably won't. Do you have any gap cash?
No.
Yeah, and does anybody else on the call have the gap cash? Probably not. I'm just looking for it. Oh, CJ, you got it. All right, cool. So now what I've been doing, just because not everybody has gap cash, I've been sourcing based on non-gap cash prices. So if you do have gap cash, so some of these items, you're going to get another 10% off. So in that case, they're going to be a little bit cheaper. So for instance, we got to look at this one to see what it is. But if it's 22, like the gray one, it's actually going to be 20. Now for me, let's just call this 20, right? This is actually not bad, right? The margin is almost 30%, but the margin for those other ones is probably going to be a little tight for me, considering it's gap cash. Like, I really want to spend my money on stuff that's going to be super high margin. So, you know, that's something to consider, right? So that stuff that's almost good for any of this stuff, it will be good if you're using gap cash. Wait, what is it? Yeah, 30%. Yeah. So if you're doing gap caching at 40%, so I didn't even consider that. That's what I've been doing. I've been sourcing at 30% for people who don't have gap cash. So you are going to get an extra 10% if you're doing gap cash. Somebody had asked a question I didn't realize. And next time you ask a question, because I'm just not looking at the chat like that because I'm sourcing, just like raise your hand. You don't have to talk, but I'll know to look for the question. What extension are you asking about? Are you talking about Extensify? Maybe. I don't know. Like, is it this one? Like, are you asking about this one that turns on and off my coupons and stuff? Yeah. So there's a link to it in a document that's in the notes. I mean, it's not a big deal. You could just search for it, but there's a link directly to it in the notes. But yeah, coupon extensions are super annoying, and somebody in school mentioned that, and I was like, oh, this is freaking a game changer. So I've been using it ever since. All right, let's see if we can get this one. What did it talk? Oh, of course, out of stock. Rain shower. All these colors I've never heard of. All right, I'm intrigued. $16.99. Let's see what happens. Oh wait, rain. Is this it? Or what size? Extra small. Of course, not in stock. Oops. Bedrock. Excuse me. All right, you're going to be in stock, buddy. Let's see. Now, for something like this, now this is going to go out of stock, and you're going to be in a place where you can name your own price, but that's a little more sketchy. Like if I'm sourcing for myself, then I would immediately say I could probably get like $39-$40 for this. But sourcing a group call, like I would stay safe and just look at this number right here. You could bump it up a little bit for FBA, but it's effectively going to be around there conservatively. And it doesn't matter because it's out of stock. All right. Big red apple. Sold a bunch of these. Size small. I said this. That's a price. That is a price for a hoodie. $49. I was only one dude in stock. Distributors. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. Why is this not? Oh, is that my internet? It is bugging out like that. Oh, all right. Well, here's the same. That's the same hoodie. Yeah, it's the same hoodie. Man, why is it so expensive? How much? This is not even the right size. It's sold out. That's freaking great. Everything is sold out. It's unbelievable. I mean, I would say it's because of Gap Cash, but I've never run into this many things that have been sold out. Oh wait, I think we were just looking at large is in stock. Wait, hold on a second. I just missed. Oh wait, that wasn't sold out then. Is this extra small? Oh, it's small. I don't know what I was looking at. Sorry, it's not sold out. Anyway. It's 26. Let's see if we get a 26. $37.75. Ooh, that's close. That is close. 27.56. And so, yeah, I mean, even in this case, right, $49 is a pretty good premium for a Gap hoodie. I've sold hoodies for more than that, like 55 maybe is like around my max. But like in this case, I wouldn't, try and put too much of a premium on this, assuming that you can sell it for a bunch more. Just because that $49 is pretty high. 27.56. Now again, a couple of variables here, right? So you're at 24%, but you're going to get this. So let's say 10% cheaper, right? And then boom, now you're in the green if you're doing Gap Cash, and also if you want to do FBM, boom, even better at 43%. And then what was it? It was 27.56. So even if you do 27.56 and you don't have Gap Cash and you do FBM, you're still pretty close to 30%. So something to consider either way, so you can make that good. I'm going to call this almost good for anybody who doesn't have Gap Cash. All right, let me just look here. I want to look at another item so we can get out of this. These are the ones that would come back to. So I'm going to be on sourcing tomorrow for anybody who's around. Now I do have a time set, but it's probably going to change because I realized that when I set that time, I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to be at a Yankees game in Baltimore, so that's not going to work. But if you subscribe to the post, you'll see the update of when we're going to move it to. But I'm going to source one more thing, or I'm going to source until we find one more good item. But everyday tees. These we were getting so cheap. It was unbelievable last Gap Cash days. I don't think we sourced this one though. So let's see what this is. So it's an extra small, $12. We should be able to get that all day. Like, hold on a second. Oh, okay. I thought I saw Amazon down here, but that's not Amazon. All right. So let's see what's going on here. Why is this doing this? No. I think it's this colors. Hey, no, is that that's not. Oh, okay. Wait, what? This is a different shirt then. That shirt is called Honey I'm Home. Is this shirt sold out? Oh, that's annoying. Unless it would that is not. Now I see, Manny, I think this is like one of the situations you're talking about. Like it's close, but I'm pretty certain that this is not the same color. Now the name, I wouldn't. So like if let me see something. Let me see if I can find something. Now sometimes people name things wrong, so I would. There's Honey I'm Home, but sometimes the names are different, and so if they are the same item but the names are different, that's fine because sometimes they just upload it wrong. But this is clearly not the same T-shirt, right? And you see Honey I'm Home here, so.
Yeah, and that's where I get stuck, and I just walk away because if I don't see all the the colors matching up, then I figure it's not the same product. And I don't want to buy the wrong thing, so that's like when I just like walk away. So okay.
Yeah. And that is not an issue. And it's just like I said, like with ungating earlier, like there's so much stuff to sell on Amazon. Like I mean, a lot of people will spend a lot of time when they first get started, like trying to ungate everything and trying to get massive brands, but there's plenty of money to be made everywhere.
Yeah.
And so, you don't need Nike or Adidas or whatever to make money. But that trips a lot of people up. And then ungating it's not consistent at all, right? You can get an invoice from the brand and they won't accept it. Then you get one from Target and it's perfect. So that's just the frustration.
That's what's crazy, yeah.
What is the name of this? This is mescaline. I don't think they have this. Jeez. Let's see if we have any. Oh wait, did we? Oh, all right. This one is going to be. This should be in stock. Oh crap! I just saw it. Turkish coffee. Let me see something here. One of the greatest Gap hoodies of all time. All right, it's extra large. This should be in stock. I think they had all sizes yesterday. Oh, wait, is this? Oh, this is men's. Oh, yeah, interesting. I don't know. I've almost never seen Turkish coffee for men in stock. Damn. All right, so that's not stock. I thought it was for the women. All right, so that's not gonna work. Let's see if we can find.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
So anything else in here that looks good? Jeans. I'm not sourcing anything jeans. Screw that. So when you talk about like inseams and waist size, like there's way too many variables, and those are, in my mind, more likely to get returned. Let's see if there's anything up here. Oh, all right. So at $52, let's try this one. See if we can get out of here in a banger. $52. Who's got stock? Oh, just one dude with one? Interesting. Oh, come on, tell me it's in stock. What size? This is large. It's got to be in stock. It's got to be in stock. Boom. Jackpot. All right. Let's see what they talk about for this. All right, so 137.16. Okay, that's gonna all right, so this is way good. Let me just see if there's anything interesting on this chart. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna close out now because I gotta run to Gap, actually. But if you're around this weekend, we're gonna be sourcing for the next 3 days. So we'll be doing this again. This replay will be available. These notes are available if you dropped your email in the chat. You have access to it, and it'll be available for as long as you want it. And otherwise, hey, thanks for coming. We'll do it again. Hopefully you guys are able to stock up on Gap because the sales are really good right now, whether you have Gap Cash or not. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to hit me up whenever. If I'm a little behind on my school DMs, but I'll get back to you. And we'll do this again. We have calls coming up this weekend, and I'm working on setting up the next round of calls for next week. So I'll catch you guys soon.
I appreciate it, man.
Welcome, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let me know if you need anything. Absolutely. Catch you guys later.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.